Well, hey fellas, yep, I've been busy this week, but it's been raining an awful lot too. Man, oh man. But I was able to, if you can see my tractor over there, it died. And what I ended up having to do with it, come to find out, I guess my booster on my charger, the big one that rolls around, it wasn't enough to make it even turn hardly slow. And then I don't know if I told you or not, but I don't know. I was trying to get it to turn on, and it was going slow and slow and slow. And so as I was sitting up there, I happened to look down here and I saw a spark. So I said, well, I'm going to go. I cut the key off. I'm going to go into the studio, which is just 10 seconds away. I came back outside. I wasn't gone 15 seconds, I guess, probably 10 or less, just to get a crescent wrench. Came back outside, and the whole side of this stupid 1600 Ford was on fire. So I tried to blow it out, and that didn't do good. It seems like the three parts of a fire is oxygen, heat, and fuel. And so if you take away any of the three, your fire goes away. Well, I had a compressor sitting right by me, so I said, well, I'll try to take away the heat. And so I turned the compressor on and blew it really hard, and that did it. So I was glad that I got the alternator put out. But then where do you get an alternator to fix, I don't know what year this thing is. I know one thing, it's pretty old, but it's been a good tractor. So I guess you recognize that alternator. That's right, it was the one that was supposed to go on my 52 pickup truck, so it ended up here. But after replacing that and a bunch of wires on it, it fired right up. So I've been able to do what I wanted to do. And one of those things that I wanted to do is I had a big old pile of rocks back here that I was going to at one time mix up a big pad and pour over there, but I did not ever do that. And there's a big sand pile over there. I still may do it one day, but I decided to go ahead and pull a lot of the rock out and put it right here where the 52 was sitting. So I got that done, and then of course I looked up there, and that's a rotten limb, and it's right over the top of my 52, or was. So I played heck on throwing a string over it. There it is right there. So I was going to have the bright idea of pulling it down. Well, it's rotten, but it ain't that rotten. So I'll probably use that line as a messenger and throw a bigger line, because if it comes straight down, it's going to come down right there at the edge of that building. And also I have an antenna right there, so it will take all that out. So I don't want that to happen. So I can put a bigger line on it and pull it in that direction away from it, and I think I'll be okay. I can do that with a tractor. But anyway, so if you want to know where your sockets are for your spark plug, you might want to look around. Maybe they're just hanging around in the air. I don't know. You'll figure. All right, so what I've got planned to do today is I'm going to work on the electrical system. And so I don't know, many of you might know that I'm an electrician. That was what my trade was, that and a musician. And so right now I can't get any of the lights to come on, and it could be because they're 40 years old, or I don't know what it is. In any event, welcome to OAM Garage, and today we're going to be tackling some pretty severe electrical problems on this truck, and we're going to get the lights running, and we'll just kind of go from there. But if you've never been to OAM Garage, I hope you come back. I hope you like what you see. I hope you hit the like button. I hope you hit the subscribe button. They said about 95% of the people that are watching this show are not subscribed. I wish you would. Alright then. Alright, let's get this thing started. You want to? I do. Alright, so what we got here, some very important stuff. One thing you never want to forget is your coffee. It's mighty tasty. Alright, so what we're going to do here first is we're going to put this little thing here in reverse, and we're going to, obviously not reverse. Alright, take this one out. Take this one out. Alright. Let's see if we get a little better view on there. I hope that does it. Okay, so now we're out and we're being careful because I see a little chip right there. We'll set this right here for now. Let's see, that's come out. So let's pull this out and look down in there. That looks pretty good down in there. Yeah, alright. Well, let's get our little whoop-de-doo over here. Well, let's see on our digital meter. Let's put it on ohms, and let's see what we get here. Put one here, one there. All right, we got something. Right here, got something. Here, obviously, got something. Okay, so according to the digital meter, it's good. So, let's see if we can get this light to turn on. Oh, I didn't turn that off. I just left it on. Alright, so let's bring these over here. And, alright, making sure these are not touching each other. Let's do that. Shall we get at the reverse? Well, how are we going to do that? Let's see if we can get that to turn around there. There we go. Make sure, I don't care about that. That's the ground. Alright, so let's turn this bad boy on. Alright. So if I put this here, I should have a light come on. Nope. Nope. And we on over here. Nope. What? Alright, now we're on. Yep. Alright, let's see what we get now. Nope. What's going on? Have we got power to here? There's enough to turn that up, light on. How come it ain't enough to do this? Let's go to 20. Here. 12, 13 volts. Huh. What's the dealio with my light here? I don't know. That's odd. Maybe that thing doesn't have enough amperage. No, it does. I don't understand here. Let's go here to here. Nope. Huh. Let's go get my digital light again. Alrighty then. Alright, ground. Red light. Nope. Oh, I'm gonna turn it on. Alright. Red light. Yep. Red light. Yep. How about that? Now I know the LEDs do not take a whole lot of amperage. So let me get my other meter, And let's see if it shows that it's a good one or a bad one. Going to the analog meter now, and we're going to see what it says. Because if it says that that light bulb is good, it means that there ain't enough amperage out of that trickle charger there to turn the light on. And if that's the case, we're going to have to use a bigger charger, looks like, don't it? Alright, so let's put the leads back in. Alrighty, test the leads. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we get. Showing that good. Yep, showing that good. Okay. So, I don't know why the light's not working up there, other than it ain't getting back here. But, here's what we're going to do. I got another solution. And we're going to go do that. Put this back in. I will be back in a momento. Okay, so what I've done is I went and got another charger with 2 amps, which, as you know, is slow charger. I checked the amperage on this, where is it? Sorry, I don't think this. This puts out 12 volts, however, it only puts out 600 milliamps. 600 milliamps. So no, that is not enough to turn on a light bulb, and I don't see how in the world I would even use that for a trickle charger. That's so minute. I'm not trying to badmouth Harbor Freight, but that thing sucks. Alright, so we're going to go with 2 amps at 12 volts, and let's see if it turns on. Make sure this is on. Yeah. See if it turns this light bulb on, and we will see. Alright, so your ground is your black wire, which is on the outside, and these are your 2 hot wires for your filaments. So your high beam, low. Okay, so I said high beam. Well, that's for your brake, and that's for your running light. So my light bulb is good. Alright, so next thing to do is to cut this off. Alright, and then we're going to go up here. I think the problem has probably got to do with the switch, but what do I know? But I know I got power because that noise is a fan. So I'm gonna turn the lights on, so they should be on now. So I don't know why they're not on, but we're gonna take this little digital meter, and we're gonna sit right here, and we're gonna put one of them. You want this DC? Always use DC, or you're gonna get a bad reading. I'm gonna go with the ground and one on the inside. Nothing. Nothing. Okay, so let's try the collar here. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. So obviously we is not getting power to here. So let's do this. We're gonna follow this wire here. It's a green and a, what color is that? It looks like red or brown. I don't know. It looks like red. Alright, we're gonna move all this out of the way because it's so important. Alright, so these are the 2 that's coming from over there. Alright then. Alright. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take it off right here. Come on. If you're watching in my head camera, you're watching what I'm watching. If you're watching on the other camera, you're watching my butt. I don't appreciate that. probably saw the reason right there. They're supposed to be coming off like that, but tain't. Whoops. Okay, well, I'll just pull that out. But I know where it goes. Well, I'll be back. Well, I was able to find out about my front running lights, parking lights, and so I've got them going now. So let's go back to the back and take a look and see if our parking lights are on in the back. And yes, they are. Okay, awesome. Now what? Well, hey fellas, it's the next day, and as I showed you, I've got not by the switch, but I put a source on where all the wires connect, and I've got all 4 of my parking lights going, and by finding the joint where they all hook together. And so what I'm thinking here is, and they still won't come on with a switch, so what I'm thinking, and I've checked it, the connectors and everything, the only thing I haven't been able to get to is this switch right here. So I got on the internet trying to figure out how to get this thing out of here. So I got on YouTube, and there's a good example of how to remove this, and it is special. I'm glad I looked it up, not tore it up. So so I want to pull this switch out so that I can test it for continuity. Apparently, what you do is you have to reach your hand up in there and push a button, and then this thing pulls out. And then you take a screwdriver and unscrew this cap here, and then the whole thing comes off on your hand. So that's what we're going to try to do. And I doubt if I'll be successful, because I'm not very successful at anything else. But here's what you need to do. You need to make sure you take the leads off your battery, because when these wires start, all these wires here, they don't have much insulation on them because most of it's rotted off. So when I first tried this a minute ago without you guys, I got a couple of poppings going on. So I said, you know what, I need to undo that. So that's what I did. So as you and I are specking, I'm trying to find that little button, and I don't know where it is. I was also warned that if it's been in here a real long time, the button could be rusted shut. I think that's it, but it's rusted. Yeah, that's it. It's just rusted. So, let me see if I can get some goozle on it. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can't show it to you. I don't know if I can or not. There's the switch. And can you see that little spring on the side of it there? I can't see what you're looking at, so it's kind of tough. But there's a little spring that I found. There it is, right at the top. And I can't point it out to you, but it's right in the top right hand corner. And I was able to use a mirror and squirt a little goozle on there. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to pull that out. We'll see. Alright, what it says is you got to pull this out, and then let's see if I can find that little button. There it is right there. It is going in and out, so look at that. And so now all I need is a screwdriver, of which
I don't have, so I'm not ready. So I'll be back in a minute again. Hey, Uncle Richard, why don't you just put one of them screwdrivers in your pouch there so you'll have it next time and just leave it in it?
Shut up.
All right, then. All right. Look at that. There it is right there. Okay, so what they told me on YouTube was true. You can believe everything you see on YouTube. Uh-oh. So this is in a very large. It's large. Wow. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to undo it up under there on my back, which is something I didn't want to do, but I guess I will. Alright, so let's turn this on. Face it up. I guess. Yeah. So you can see what I'm seeing. There's my little whoop-de-doo mirror. Alright. Let's see what I can see. Oh. Yeah, I ain't liking what I'm seeing. Wow. Alright. Well. Maybe that thing don't work. Yeah. That thing. All the wires is messed up. There's a hot wire right there. That's probably the one that I need to fire the whole thing off with. And it ain't even hooked up, don't look like. Alright, so where did it hook up to? I bet it was there. Right now. Let's see. Alright. Well, it's time to get a meter, I guess. Gosh, I hate undoing all that. Being stuck in my back. I wonder if I clean that contact right there. Let me try that. I'll try cleaning the contact and see if I get power up there. Again, I shall return. Alright, I don't know what you're looking at. We'll see if you're seeing it. Alright, I got a contact. That old big long one right here. So, if I can get this in there. There it is, let's see. Alright, that should have cleaned it pretty good. What I don't want is that one. I'm going to cut this off a little bit so I don't get it on something else that might be hot. Alright, so I am fixing to go and put some power back on this thing, hook the battery back up. And you will see if I get fire or not. And I won't, because I'll be away from it. Alright, let's try and pull it on. There was a big contact on that switch, and I cleaned it. Look here, both of my lights are on. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's go check the front. Oh, and by the way, I took my front parking lights out and I cleaned up the lenses and everything and repainted them with chrome paint. Look at here, look at here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, I'm loving this. Now, I'm not sure why. I know that light bulb is out,
this one is not. So I'm gonna click it one more time and let's see if that one comes on. Probably won't. Let's see here. I know it's already in that. Let's try that. Yeah. Look at that. That's something I hadn't seen in 40 years. My bright headlights on. However, I don't see the bright headlights. Let me go look and see. Oh, and these lights are on too. Cool. Alright, let's go see. Okay, well, that could be because the light bulb is out too, so I'm gonna have to check it. Well, right here I'm getting 100, I'm getting 1224. So that must be the main headlights. This is the low headlight. This is the high beam, low beam, obscene. I don't know what that is. I know that this is my parking. This is my parking light. So let me go see if anything is on back in the back, because I don't think it would be. Nope, it's not. All right. Well, I'll get straight now. I'll haul back at you. All right, so now I got this side going, and so that's going to be all the lights are actually working now. So that's awesome. So now what I'm going to do is disassemble stuff. See if I can't get a lot of this rust out and maybe put some undercoat behind it. I've got 2 new lights coming in. I just replaced that one and that one, the parking lights, and so we ought to be pretty good. I've got to order the light switch, because you touch it just a little bit, they all go off, and whatever. So I'm gonna have to replace that, it looks like. But anyway, that's looking pretty good. All right, so I'll tell you what I'm gonna do here is I got this little brush. You can get these pretty much anywhere. They're little detailing brushes, but I use a round, I think we used to call them sage brush. What do we call these things? Anyway, so I got this sanded down real well, and then I'm gonna take this brake part cleaner and hit it, and then wipe it out with this rag here. And then what I'm gonna do, because that dries real quick, make sure it's clean. Then I got this stuff right here, and it is a rust neutralizer. And I actually got this at Ollie's over in Prep. I've heard about this product and I've seen it used a lot. It goes on clear, and after a while it turns all the rust black and it stops rust. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to put this on here first. I never have been able to get it to rattle, but I have used it. And then when that dries, then I'm going to go back with some undercoat. I think I'm going to use a lighter color undercoat so I can see where I've been, because it's kind of hard to make sure what all is covered up and that kind of stuff, because I may even, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll do this too. Alright, when I get that done, I'll get back with you. Well, alright, fellers and fellettes. I was able to get the bucket all out and cleaned up, painted, and it looks really good there. And I did get all of my electrical working with the switch. However, like I said before, I'm going to go ahead and order another switch, because like I said, you can move that switch around and the lights go off, and I don't want that. I live on a dirt road, so that ain't gonna be good if I bump around and all my lights keep going off. You agree? I do too. So the next thing I'm gonna do, you can't even see through this glass. So I watch a lot of shows, and they have such dirty trucks. They keep them from cleaning them up for some reason. So I know why I didn't, because I have over there is just not anywhere that I can come up with water. But here, I believe I can use that hose pipe right there, stretch it up from the house, come over here in the high pressure water this thing, and then I'll be able to see how much more I got to do. I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know, I know it's set for 40 years, but this thing took me all the way through college. And one day, we moved out here to the country. And it's about 15 miles or so from, there is a spring I was looking for. How about that? Worthless. I had to make another one. But anyway, yeah, just fall on the ground again. That's what I want to do. Where was I? Anyway, it became unpractical to drive this truck because it was so far into town, and it's an antique. It was antique back then. It was 30 years old then, or more. And but you know, I had no idea just leaving a car parked or a truck parked for that amount of time, everything quit. I mean, all the switches, all the wiring. You saw the trouble I had with the motor. And these parts are not that easy to come about. This is 1952. There's still some third-party stuff going on. You know, I've got to do something about this light right here. So it's got a piece of plastic, or whatever you call it. What's that stuff? Phenolic block type stuff, hard plastic, that goes behind the adjustment on this light here. The other one was still there, and I was able to get that one out good, but this one not so much. But anyway, wow, that's something to think about, fellas. If you got a vehicle sitting out in your yard, you don't crank it up every once in a while, I'm telling you, that thing's going downhill. And I had a friend of mine, I was up at O'Reilly's last night about 8 o'clock. I didn't know it was going to be open or not, but I went by there anyway to get these two light bulbs, this one and that other one over there. Because I did trace all the wires down. I got them cleaned up and got them hot to each one of the sockets and all, and so I knew all I needed was some light bulbs, and sure enough, that's what it was. But anyway, he was out. This fellow was out in the parking lot, and he was trading out a battery on his Avalanche. And I said, Eric, man, you gonna have to get a new battery? Yeah. How old is that one? He said, oh, it's about 2 years old. I said, man, you telling me a battery don't last more than 2 years? Yeah, and on top of that, that battery was fixing to cost him about $250 for that battery. You remember buying them for $35? I do. I guess I'm old as dirt, but I'm gonna tell you what, man. Something's gonna have to change. Everything is sky high. But don't get me started. But anyway, I think the next thing, like I said, I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give this baby a wash and get her cleaned up. I wanna paint both of the bumpers. That'll make it look better. Don't just look pretty. I painted around there. Painted these. Got all the inside of that bucket and all cleaned up and painted. So that light's brighter than it's been in a long time. If you notice, it still shakes because I don't have any gasket material. So I've ordered gasket material, and I've ordered 2 new lights, and what was the third thing? Oh, some undercoat paint. that will match his truck. So anyway, I know that last week I'm a week ahead on recording this, and I know that last Sunday was Easter. I hope you went to church. I hope God is real in your life like he is in mine, and I hope that you worship the risen Savior, because I do. Mine's risen. He's taking care of me. He ain't taking care of his truck too much. He's taking care of me. Look here. Remember, don't litter. It just ain't pretty, so don't litter. And I'll catch you next Thursday. Y'all be sweet, all right? What you waiting on? I done told you the show was over.